Hello, I'm Alan, and this is my second attempt at making a YouTube video. And then toss it that way. There you go. Then just turn it. There you go. This trip we are going to Fisheating Creek in lovely Palmdale, Florida. This is not our first trip out here, as we have gone kayaking at Fisheating Creek many times. Every time we have gone, the amount of wildlife we have encountered has been breathtaking. Especially how many giant alligators we see every time we visit. Before heading out to Palmdale, an early morning stop at Bass Pro Shops was needed to grab some artificial fishing worms. This is actually Aaron's first time ever going bass fishing and my first time ever using a bait caster. So I'm envisioning a lot of fishing lines caught in trees and bushes. Perfect boat for me. Of course, I had to pick out a new Bass Pro Shops hat for $6. And look at all the goodies I want but can't afford. And I had to stop and play like any middle-aged kid would. Finally, we made it to pick out some artificial baits. We're going with pink. I'm picking this one. This looks... And to make our beginner's fishing trip even more interesting, we have decided to pick up 2 packs of what we think are the funniest artificial worm colors we can find. And see if we can actually catch a fish. We're going to pick the bright orange. Lime green. I'm picking white. Pick one, I'll pick one. I'm going with pink. This trip we decided to do as a day trip since it's only about an hour and 45-minute drive from Fort Lauderdale. It's a little under 2.5 hours from Orlando, 2 hours from Tampa, and right at an hour from Fort Myers. On our route, we travel Interstate 595 to Alligator Alley. We exit at Highway 27, which takes us up through one of the most sparsely populated parts of Florida. The trip begins in the sawgrass swamp of the Everglades. Then begin the endless sugarcane fields, and finally it transitions into cattle lands as you get closer to Palmdale. We are passing through the town of Clewiston, which holds a special place in our hearts, as we end up spending a lot of time out here. We definitely will be stopping for an adult beverage or two in Clewiston later today, provided we make it back from our adventures. Fisheating Creek Outpost offers single and tandem kayak rentals, paddleboard rentals, and canoe rentals. They also offer several ways to experience the creek, from an out and back experience to either an 8 or 16-mile shuttle run up the creek so you can float back down to the outpost at your own pace. They do have all the pricing, and you can make reservations online, which I'll add a link to their website in the description down below. Maybe we'll see a bear today. This is the first time we will be taking our inflatable kayak that has a transom and that can handle up to a 6 horsepower outboard. We are super excited to be able to motor up as far as we can go and come back. We can't even get the boat in the water and there's already alligators. Here is our Sea Eagle kayak, Paddleski 437, loaded down, ready to go fishing. We've got life jackets, tackle box, speaker number 1, sunscreen, and remote designed dry bag. 2 paddles for paddling later. Aaron's seat. There's my jacked up seat. 6-gallon gas tank. Mercury 6 horsepower. 2 fishing poles. Cooler full of stuff. And speaker number 2. Once we launched, we could tell this was going to be an amazing trip. So peaceful and so far away from the weekday hustle. The water was like glass. Absolutely one of my personal happy places.
Oh my God, Alan!
There's another pea spot.
I don't see a marker.
They'll be up here. Boating and kayaking on Fisheating Creek is very dependent on water levels. If the creek gets above or below a certain level, the outpost will stop services to the creek. I always check with the outpost before we come out to make sure the levels are good. Today the water is at 5.5 feet and it's perfect, although somewhat challenging with how swift the creek was flowing in places. It makes it extremely difficult to turn the paddleski around in some areas without bumping into a cypress knee or a tree or two. Or 3. Fisheating Creek is the last remaining tributary that flows freely into Lake Okeechobee. This is due to the fact that it flows through the only gap in the 143-mile-long Herbert Hoover Dike that surrounds Lake Okeechobee. The dike also follows Fisheating Creek upstream for 2 miles on each side. Fisheating Creek is also the second largest natural source of water for Lake Okeechobee. After seeing the initial alligator at the launch, we went quite some time before seeing any other wildlife. Finally, after going 8 miles upstream, we came across these guys. In the early 1900s, Lake brothers began purchasing the land along the creek, and by the 1980s, they owned almost everything surrounding the creek and used it as unimproved cattle land. Most of this cattle land remains today, and if you're lucky like we were, you can spot cows along the creek banks in places. If you do the kayak shuttle offered through Fisheating Creek Outpost, they literally have to drive you through these private lands to reach the kayak launch sites at either Burnt Ridge or England's Crossing. When the water levels are as high as they are today, there are many places where the river floods into the surrounding areas, which can make it easy to go down a path that ends up being a dead end. The key is to follow the blue markers or blazes that are painted on some of the trees along the creek. If you only have one blaze marked on the tree, that means to continue straight. If you have 2 blazes painted on the tree, then you follow the creek and whichever blaze is painted higher on the tree. So if the higher blaze is showing on the left, then follow the creek to the left and vice versa. If you get to a point where you haven't seen any blazes for a while, you may have missed a turn and gotten off path. If this happens, just turn around until you find the blazes again. This happened to us a couple times on this trip. There are signs every mile marking your distance away from Lake Okeechobee. These signs and a cabin further up the creek were some of the only traces of man during our entire trip up the creek.
Very narrow.
Once we passed the cows, our wildlife sightings became very abundant for the next 8 miles up the creek for sure.
That looks to be a humongous alligator.
have no idea.
And then toss it that way. There you go. You just turn it. There you go. And then you just jig it back in. Try to make it look like a worm. Yes, you go. No, that was not a good cast. Our fishing started out a little rocky, to say the least. That's great. I'm not even. That's great. My rod is good.
Ready?
It didn't go through the line. Okay, you go ahead and go. I have to redo it.
Oh.
You didn't.
Oh, I didn't do
I've never used this bait caster type of thing before, and I suck. Here's a gator. You see him? The gator.
Where?
Right there. Now he's going back under.
Oh,
He wants to know what's going on. There's a gator coming to see us. It's on my head.
yeah. Oh. How do you know that you're getting him, though?
I mean, look in the camera. Is it showing a gator?
I
And
can't see.
what did I just do?
He's coming at you. Look.
Yeah, he'll come after the line, but that's fine. Watch, he'll start coming. You can stand up in the front. You want to do orange, or you want to do... This one doesn't have the tail action of the one that you have now, so I don't know if it'll catch anything. Huh? Did you hear a cow? Oh yeah, it could be a cow. It was cool that there was a cow. Okay. I want to know what type of fish is going to fall for a hot pink lure. That's better. Improvement. Eventually, both Aaron and I began to get the hang of using the fishing reels and were able to start getting some decent distance with our casts. This is the hot peak action. You see it? I definitely can see it. For my first time using the bait caster, I thought I did okay. I managed to avoid any major backlash in the line. I used to fish all the time when I was a kid, but I only ever used a spinning reel. Let me see it. So normally what I'll do is I'll pull it like, never mind.
Something's going on over here. I'm a little afraid.
Are you really that scared?
Oh, I didn't have to go so close to him.
That's great. Piss the gator off. Our neon color fishing worm challenge was a total bust since we didn't even get a single bite. There are several areas along the creek that would be ideal for primitive camping if you're daring enough to sleep with all these alligators. We stopped and did a little fishing at one of them. We did see one turtle, but we didn't get it on video. Unfortunately, we didn't see any bears or any Florida panthers. Fisheating Creek does have a really nice campground that has sites that can accommodate everything from a simple primitive tent camping setup to huge RV sites with electric and water. Unlike other state parks, they do require a 2-night booking if you want to stay over on a weekend night. I did manage to sneak a little more fishing in at the dock while Aaron was getting ready. And I made one last friend before we left. If you have actually watched our video to this point and enjoyed what you've seen, please like and subscribe because I plan on making more videos of the places we've gone all over Florida for our wild adventures. We stopped in one more time at the Outpost and I checked out the tiny library, the map of the creek inside, and the cute little gift shop. After leaving Fisheating Creek, it was a quick 35-minute drive to one of our favorite watering holes.
Going
going to Brenda's place. Nothing better than some inexpensive adult beverages to finish our day off.